So, Agustin, are we going to cook together?
Yes.
What do you want to make? What is it? I can't hear you.
Arroz con leche.
And what is arroz con leche in English? Can you tell me?
Rice pudding.
Is that your favorite dessert?
Yes.
Okay. So, this is my son, Agustin, and he is being homeschooled at the moment. Today was our first day of homeschooling, wasn't it, Agus? Our second day? You're right, we did it yesterday. How did we do?
Great.
Yes, we did really do it great. So, we're gonna start with his favorite dessert. And we're gonna do rice pudding. So as you can see, my assistant here has broken an arm. So he's mostly gonna be stirring a little later, right, Agus?
Yay!
Because he broke his right arm and we're gonna need, he's actually a righty, not a lefty. So we're gonna start with rice, and I'm using rice from the state of Morelos, which has denomination of origin, and so it's locally grown in neighboring town of Cuautla. And we're gonna do just 1 cup today, even though Agustin usually likes me to make 2 cups, right, Agus? Because you eat it all. But we're gonna make 1 so we don't have to take too long to cook it, okay? I know, it's sad. So we're gonna do 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, and you can use whatever rice you like. And I forgot to introduce myself. So I'm Ana Garcia, chef from La Villa Bonita Culinary Vacations. And Ale, can you get me a peeler, please? And we are doing these videos because we want to invite you to come with us and visit us and do some cooking vacations with us. We've had the culinary vacations for 20 years, right, Agus?
Yeah.
How old are you?
7.
You're 9? And so you've been around for 9 years? You've always had guests at the house, right?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Always or sometimes?
Sometimes.
Okay. So we have 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. So this is just like cooking regular rice. And then we're doing the peel of 1 lime. But you could do a lemon if you wanted to. That's either works. And so I'm doing really long strips because you're gonna have to take them out later, and I'm using a peeler for that, okay?
I never knew you did that.
You never knew you did this?
Yes.
Ah, you know whose recipe this is? This is Abuela Marta's recipe. She makes really good rice pudding. Okay, so I'm gonna do a pinch of salt right here. And now we're gonna take this to the stove and let it cook, okay? So come with me, Agus. Be careful when you get off. Good job, sir. We're gonna put it right here. So we're gonna put it on this side of the burner. I'm gonna put it right here, Rob, because that burner goes faster, okay? So we're gonna start out by letting the rice come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, then we're gonna put it on low and let it cook until it dries out completely, okay? Meanwhile, to make a rice pudding, we need to have in a pot, thank you, Ale, a little bit more of water, Agus. Do you want me to bring your stool? I'll bring it for you. Wait. Don't hurt yourself, sir. I know you're strong, but let's just get you right here, sir. Okay, right there. This way, sir. Okay, right there. And we're gonna do, so I have about ½ an inch of water on the bottom of this pot, and we're gonna put 1 cinnamon stick. So these are, you can put it in. You want me to break it for you?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a Mexican cinnamon, so that's why you can break it. Put it in there, Agus. Okay. It's different than cassis, which is a kind of American cinnamon that is really hard. But you can use that one too. That works either way. So we're gonna let it get hot and boil, so we can infuse the flavor of the cinnamon into the water, okay? So it's gonna cover it so it can start doing its thing. Meanwhile, Agus, let's go get the stuff we need so we can do the rest, right? What other ingredients do we need for this rice pudding? Do you know?
Obviously the rice.
Obviously the rice, but the rice is already cooking. What else do we need? We need milk. So we're gonna use 1 liter or 4 cups of milk. It's a little bit more than 4 cups. It's like more like 4.5 cups of milk. Whole milk preferably.
You put it.
We're gonna use sugar, which is right here. And we're gonna use 1 whole cup of sugar.
Can I put it and I pour it?
Can I put it in a what?
Can you put it in the cups? Then I pour it?
Yes, we can certainly do that. And then we're also going to use vanilla extract. And this vanilla extract we make ourselves. So it's just a bunch of vanilla beans, and then we add vodka to it and let it macerate for about a month to be able to start using it. And after that, we just keep adding alcohol to it to keep infusing the flavor of the vanillas, okay? So now that the rice, look, Rob, the rice is starting to boil, and I know that because this is steaming, I'm gonna open it really slowly. Hopefully I will not be steaming your lens. You see, now that it's boiling, I'm gonna put it on low, okay? I'm gonna put my flame on low and let it start cooking, okay, Agus? So the lime will flavor the lime peel will flavor the rice, and the pinch of salt will make it nice and fluffy. And as you noticed, we did not wash the rice. And the reason why we did not wash the rice is because we want to keep all the starch in the rice, so we can use that starch to thicken our rice pudding a little later, okay? So this is one of the recipes that we make often at La Villa Bonita, mostly because my friend here asks for it all the time, right, Agus?
Obviously.
Obviously. So tell everybody what you do when you can smell the cinnamon. You come in and you say what?
Is there rice pudding?
Yes, because you can smell it, right? From you get from school.
Yes.
And but we do other really fantastic desserts too. We'll make arroz con leche. Sorry, yes, I'm sorry. You're right, I made a mistake. We'll make tres leches cake. What else do we make of desserts that you like? You're the dessert king.
We make brownies.
Well, yeah, but that's not for culinary vacations. Those are just for us.
Yes, but still.
You still?
Brownies.
Kind of like brownies, yes. What else do we make?
Meringue pie.
Lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
Okay, that is also not for the cooking classes.
How about
Yes.
tres leches?
Yes, you have done it.
I made tres leches cake, yes.
Natilla.
Natilla.
I don't know anymore that you made, but
You don't know anymore?
It's
Have
just-
you been around?
It's just arroz con leche.
He
That's
just loves arroz
that's
con
the
leche.
one.
That's
that's
it.
the only thing I think about.
Okay. Okay, so this is starting to get some color, but we're gonna wait a few more minutes before I add the milk and the sugar, okay? I'm gonna start measuring the sugar so I can have it ready for you, okay, Agus? Okay. Let me just measure it for you. So what did we work on today, Agustin, on our homeschooling?
Work,
Yes, what did we do for work today for our homeschooling? Tell me.
reading.
We did reading, yes. What else did we do?
We did the clock thingy majigger that I forgot what it was about, but I know how it works now.
Uh-huh. So what time is it right now? Tell me.
It's what time is?
Do you remember?
No, I don't remember which number it is.
So remember, it's 5,
It's
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
45.
Entonces, ¿qué hora es? ¿Las 2 y?
Las 2:45.
Very good. We have forgotten how to read a clock since we only use digital, right, Agustinian?
Yes.
So we learned about that again, right? Okay, so this is looking good. You see? And can you smell the cinnamon, Agus? Is this the smell you like?
Yes, that's the smell I love.
Okay. So can you put in here the sugar?
Sugar.
You know what? Let me. Okay. There you go. Sugar goes in there, and we're doing one whole cup of sugar for a 1 cup of rice, uncooked. One uncooked cup of rice, okay? And then you're gonna add in there, Agus. What? It was you? You smelly monkey. And you're blaming me? Okay. I think I'm gonna put this one in because you just have one hand and that's too heavy for you, okay?
Yeah.
So it's 1 liter. 1 liter is 1 quart, right, Rob? 1 quart of milk, or 4.5 cups of milk over here, okay? And it's whole milk, preferably whole milk, because you do need the fat in your milk to make this rice pudding, okay? And this is for me something that brings me back home to my mom and now to my kids. Right, Agus?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna grab, you know what? I'm gonna ask you a favor. You wanna sit over here with me because it makes me nervous that you're on the stool. Okay? Let's do that. And I'm gonna just grab Rob a spoon, okay? So I can stir that, which is important. So, and let me just wash my hand because, or just get rid of the sugar that I have in my hand. Okay? Okay, so I have here, I'm just stirring it to get rid of the sugar on the bottom because I don't want it to burn. Or not get rid of it, like just dilute it into the milk. So I don't want it to get, to stick to the bottom and burn. And then we're gonna let it come to a boil. And after it comes to a boil, we're gonna add the cooked rice into it, okay? So what's your favorite thing about being homeschooled now? Do you like anything about being homeschooled, Agus?
Only being with my family instead of being in school.
Yeah, you like that?
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate that too, right? It's nice to be together. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cover it so it can come to a boil while we wait for, I don't even think this is gonna get cold before he eats it. Do you think we'll let it get cold? No, you're gonna eat it warm?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the rice to finish cooking, and meanwhile I'll tell you what we've been doing around here. So we've been organizing how we're gonna do homeschooling with the kids. And so we have Matthias, who is 15, and he he's already was homeschooled before. And so he does his own stuff. Like he already knows what he needs to do. And then Santiago, who is in 5th grade, and he is really showing us how he's a big boy because he already has, you know, the work that the school sent. And so he can sit down and do it and just, you know, ask questions. You hurt your back? Okay. And then this monkey, who needs some help because he doesn't have one, he's right hand, right, Agus?
Yeah.
And plus the fact that we like to work together, right? It's nice to work together.
Yeah.
And what else? And what else do you want to talk about, Rob?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe I should have a little bit of my drink that I made before.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know what else to talk about while I'm waiting for my rice to be done.
And mine too.
Yes. Oh, yours? Yes, I'm sorry. This was yours. Here. Have yours, babe. Cheers,
Thanks.
babe. To keeping sane while having the kids at home for such a long time and having to homeschool them. I never thought I was going to be a teacher. Or that kind of teacher, yes. You're right, that kind of teacher, yes. Okay, so do you want to show everybody what we're doing with recycling our food for lunch? Like the stuff I have in the oven?
If you like.
I mean, for fun, right?
Mommy,
So
why does it have that hole?
this hole right there is so the steam comes out, okay? And it doesn't come out the sides and then like make a mess, okay? So that's why it has that little hole right there, okay? So since we're doing these episodes and I still have to feed my family, and also because we don't want to go out as much as we, we are trying to use whatever we have in our freezer to be able to eat. And, we kill 2 birds with 1 stone, which is we don't go out and we use whatever we have already. And that way we don't have to spend money on the supermarket, right? So I want Rob to make a, can you move for a little bit, Agus, please?
Yeah.
So I have here going, while I'm making this episode, a pork roast. And what you see right here is a stuffing, cornbread stuffing that I made for Thanksgiving. And actually it was the dressing. I made it with my friend David, who was spending here with us Thanksgiving and taking classes with us. And so we're using that for our meal. And then we have also here some cauliflower that I already had cooked previously, and I didn't throw it away, and it's looking super nice. Look at this, Ale. This looks awesome.
Yeah, we roasted with almonds for another.
Just for another day, we roasted it with almonds and butter
And pepper.
and black pepper. And I think it also had Parmesan cheese, right?
Oh yeah.
So we just, we put it in the freezer because we didn't eat all of it, and so then we just stuck it back in the oven. I like to defrost more in the oven than I do in the microwave because things come back to life instead of getting all crunchy. Yes, honey.
And she doesn't have a microwave.
I think
I
it's already.
And we don't have a microwave.
Minor detail. I do not own a microwave. Yes, honey.
I think it's ready to be devoured.
It's not ready to be devoured. The rice is here, the milk is here. So I'm gonna actually open this because this is hot and it's boiling and I don't want it to overflow on me, okay? Yes, it is true. The detail is that I do not have a...
Which is good.
I just don't own one. That's all. So, but I do like it when you defrost things like veggies that you've already cooked in the oven better than doing it in the microwave.
You give
What
them
is your
correct time
YouTube
to.
called? Because I want to watch this today.
Okay. What did you say?
I don't know what your YouTube is called, so can you tell me?
Come on, man. You haven't even liked us yet. You haven't even followed us yet on YouTube.
Yeah.
So what is our YouTube called, Rob?
At La Chef Ana.
At La Chef Ana. Okay?
Got it?
Okay.
So you can see it, okay, Agus?
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Share and like.
Say-
Share and like.
Share and like
Okay, so this is almost ready. We just have like a minute more to go. I'm gonna turn off the milk so it doesn't splash all over the place because it was a little too hot. Now you want to keep this hot when you put the rice in, because if you put it cold, or you put the hot rice into cold milk, it gets kind of crunchy when you're cooking it. So that's why you want to do it this way. And now that the rice is almost ready, I think I'm gonna give it just one more minute. Well, not a whole minute, but like just a little bit more because I can still see the water there. Can you see it, Ale?
Yeah.
That's why I love this pot to make rice, because I can see what's going on and I don't have to lift it. This is a pretty old pot. That's back when I used to work for another company and promote their products.
Call her again.
Call me again.
You still have my number, I'm sure. Give me a call.
So
Why do you not want to take off the top?
because if you take off the top, we're gonna take all the steam out, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna have crunchy rice instead of soft, nice, fluffy rice. Okay,
And it
so
will
that's why
burn
that's a
to
good.
death.
And what?
And it will burn to death.
It will burn to death. It is not gonna burn to death, honey. I'm sure.
That's why I don't
But
want
that's why you don't
my
want to
rice
open it.
to die.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn it off and just give it a minute so we can before I open it. Okay. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna. Can you pass me my drink? Thank you. This is my drink. So let me just pull this up. Are you excited to begin a YouTube show, Agus?
Kind of.
You want to be famous
Kind of.
or infamous?
A YouTuber.
A YouTuber. No, YouTubers are not. Let's just stay in school, okay?
Okay, yes.
Okay, please. We don't want him to be a YouTuber, Rob. Okay, so let's take out all the lemon peel, and the reason we want to take the lemon peel is we're gonna put the cooked rice in the milk, and we don't want the milk to curdle with the acidity of the lemon peel. Okay?
Do you see how those pinzas?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the tweezers
The tweezers.
come to life. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the milk again, and then I'm just adding here all this rice carefully, so we can keep cooking. So now this is very easy. But we're gonna have to stir and stir and stir and stir until it thickens up. Okay, Agus?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you gonna help me stir or am I gonna stir? You can do it with your left hand? Okay.
Soft.
It is soft. Just be careful though. Okay?
Soft is
Yes.
satisfying.
Soft and satisfying.
It's the same thing.
What is the satisfying part of doing stirring?
Stirring.
Stirring is satisfying.
The softness.
The softness is satisfying. Okay. What?
I said the same thing again.
Okay. It is satisfying.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ale.
Fast.
Okay. So we're going to pause for a little bit because it's gonna take a little while, and then when it's almost ready, I'll come back and show you how it is or how it turns out. Okay? Now the rice has thickened up. We have it.
Smells like a lemon.
It smells like what?
It's ready to be devoured.
Has to cool off a little bit, Agus. Okay, so we have here now, it's thick enough. It looks a little loose for rice pudding, but when it cools off, it's gonna get thicker. So you don't want it to get too thick. But as you can see, you can put a finger through your spoon and it stays, like the line stays, which is the important part. And before I take it off the burner, thank you, Ale, I was gonna forget like always. I'm gonna put a little bit of vanilla extract, and you put the vanilla extract at the end because if you put it when we start, it wouldn't taste like any vanilla anymore because it would have already evaporated, okay? Because it's alcohol based, exactly. So I'm gonna put it on this table around. Ale, can you pass the cinnamon, the powdered cinnamon, so Agus can help us with the powdered cinnamon, or do you want to put the raisins on, Agus?
I want to put the raisins.
You put the raisins, and Ale does the cinnamon, and I'm gonna try to not make it messy at the anymore. I'm sorry. I saw your
3
evil
or
look
4?
of you made it messy. So let Ale. I'm trying a little
How
harder.
many do I put?
As much as you want is your.
I would put
rice
maybe
pudding.
3, maybe 3 or 4, but wait until Ale puts some of the cinnamon on top, okay?
3 because I don't like them much.
Okay.
Okay, 3 because you don't like. Do you don't like raisins, Agus?
Kinda.
A little bit. Okay, put the raisins on, Agustin.
Doop. Doop. And doop.
Okay, don't let them fall so deep in because that way if somebody doesn't like them, they can take them off. You know
Oh, this one already synced.
It's okay. Just do them a little closer so you can look how Ali's gonna do it. Closer, you see?
But it's gonna sink.
It's okay. Okay.
So.
You know how your Aunt Carla used to call your Aunt Carla doesn't like raisins either?
Flies.
And so she would call them the flies. Abuela, quítale las moscas. Mamá, quítale las moscas a esto. Take off the flies. That's what you're gonna say now? Take off the flies? Yeah, your Aunt Carla did not like the raisins on the rice pudding. So she would always take them off and pass them on to me.
I always take them off too.
And who eats your raisins?
Nobody.
Santi doesn't eat your raisins?
I don't tell anybody. I just leave them in the plate.
Why didn't you like the raisins, Agus? Raisins are yummy.
For you, but not for me.
Okay.
My evil necessities.
It's an evil necessity. Don't touch your face, honey. Honey,
Why?
because.
Oh yeah, because of the corona.
Yes, you want to go wash your hands?
Just one,
Just spread a little more.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Okay, go wash your hands.
Oh, that's the one that I'm gonna have. So.
Okay.
Okay, that's yours? Okay. Okay.
Wash it.
Okay. So, this is how you serve your rice pudding. I don't like to eat it. Turn off the water, Agus, please. I'll go help you in a minute. Turn off the water. I don't like to eat it hot. Agus will eat it hot or anyway. But I like to put it in the refrigerator before
I
we eat it.
accidentally put the washing soap in my head.
Okay, you put washing soap in your head?
Yes.
Okay, we'll help you in a little bit, honey. Okay, so we'll see you back here soon, and I'm gonna have to go help my son with the soap he put in his head, or on his head. See you later, guys.